Listen, I've heard there were bent screws who take advantage of their position, but I never thought you were like that. Yeah, well, now I'm not so sure. I don't think we better see each other again.
Look, suit yourself.
What's biting her?
Bash Steve Faulkner bug. I think it's catching.
End of a beautiful friendship?
Yeah, well, something like that. Oh, I'm just fed up with things in here stuffing up my private life.
Them's the breaks with this job. Look, you try and do anything for these women and all you get is a kick in the guts. The only person who understands that is another officer, believe me. So, anytime you feel like talking it out over a drink, just let me know.
Oh, thanks. Might take you up on it.
Thanks, Babs. $2 on Boston Boy.
Come on, Doreen. These sheets aren't going to follow themselves, you know.
I'm doing real well, B. You should see all the money I've got.
Well, you might have to pay it all out, remember.
I'll be okay.
In the meantime, keep your eye on it.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd stash it myself.
Don't be bloody stupid.
Oh, yeah, the Peter thief.
Yeah, speaking of that, it looks as though I won't be getting my money back before I leave. I was hoping I could find out who it was, too.
Oh, maybe we could send you yours later, you know, when we catch him.
Are you kidding? You keep it. Have a big party. I'm going to be earning top money out there. You know, I really can't wait until I am out there talking to those women. I might be able to help some of them.
Yeah, well, you're just what they need. Someone who's been through it all.
Yeah. If I can keep one of them out of this dump, it's all going to be worthwhile.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I could do some paintings for the shop.
Well, that's a good idea. Keep them clean, Doreen. It's not a sex shop I'm running.
Hey, maybe we could all do something. Remember those soft toys we made when Paul Reed was around?
Oh, yeah, lots of teddy bears and things.
Yeah, they were okay.
They were bloody good. They sold like hotcakes.
Well, do you think the women would be in it?
Don't see why not. Have a word in Davo's ear.
Truly.
Hey, why don't you write your next dispatch article about the halfway house?
You're not just a pretty face after all, are you, Doreen?
No.
What do you say, Jip?
Good idea.
Well, be good publicity, get the public interested.
Yeah, as long as you don't feature me having it off with the customers.
No, well, I'll keep it nice. It might be just what I need to get the editor back on side. Okay, ladies, that's it for the day. And for some lucky buggers, that's it forever.
I thought it was going to be lovely seeing Elizabeth today. And I had to watch Brenda take her away. Oh, the bitch loved it.
Yeah, I'm sorry for you. Sounds just like my dad's family.
Yeah?
Yeah. He had a wife and kids, that's why he couldn't marry my mother. And they made damn sure we didn't get anything.
Oh, that's tough.
He did leave us some money, but they even fought that in court.
They win?
Of course they did. That's why I held up his company, you know. That money was ours. He wanted us to have it. Now I'm in here. Looks like they got everything after all, doesn't it?
Sounds just like Brenda. I'm so scared she's going to get Elizabeth. I wish I had someone else who could bring her in.
Wait a minute. Maybe you have.
No, I just told her I'd get someone else.
Duncan Campbell. Why didn't I think of it before?
Who?
Duncan, the guy who helped me set up the robbery.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You want to get out of here, don't you?
Of course I bloody
Well, just
do.
be quiet and listen to me for a minute. We'll make out that he's a friend of yours and he brings Elizabeth in.
Yeah?
You talk and start making plans.
To break up?
That's right. You let me know what he says, and the next time you speak to him, I've got a message for him. And we work this whole thing out right under the water's noses.
Well, it's a good idea, I'll give you that.
Well, it's the best one we've had. I mean, no one's going to question why someone else is bringing Elizabeth in. They all know how you and Brenda hate each other.
Yeah, but do you think he'll do it?
Of course he will. I told you he wants me out. Anyway, he hasn't got his cut from the robbery yet.
I'd want a cut and all. I mean, it's my neck, isn't it, if the screws find out who he is?
You will get it. But what do you think?
I think it's bloody brilliant.
Right. Now, we've got to work out a way to get word to him to let him know what we want him to do.
How?
A letter. Yeah, I suppose so. But how do you get one out of here without the water censoring it?
Judy Bryant, she's getting out tomorrow.
Nah, she wouldn't do it.
Oh, she would. She likes you. All you've got to do is to think up a good story.
Yeah, you could be right. I'll think up a bloody beauty.
I'm glad you wanted to see me, Mrs. Davidson. There's something I want to ask you.
It will have to wait because I'm extremely busy. I called you in because I've just had the editor of the Dispatch on the phone.
Any chance of me having a word with him? I'd like to set the record straight.
Well, it's a bit late for that, I'm afraid. Your last article caused so much embarrassment. He's decided to cancel a column.
Two specials with the lot, and I'm sorry they took so long. Excuse me, Mr. Strawn.
Why did they take so long?
We ran out of chopped onions and some other stuff.
But you're supposed to see that doesn't happen.
Well, it wasn't my fault.
But it's your job.
Well, there wasn't much there when I started my shift.
And now you've almost finished. What have you been doing in between?
I've been flat out with takeaways, you know that. I haven't had a chance to catch up.
The job's too tough. There's a dozen out there waiting for it.
No, I'm okay, honest.
You better smarten up. I don't like excuses.
You don't like me just because I'm...
Don't be ridiculous. You wanted more money and I was prepared to discuss it, and that's all.
Yeah.
You want to work here, girl, you better smarten up. There's a customer over there.
Dear Duncan. Now, what do we say?
What I look like. Brenda's my sister-in-law, you know, all that sort of stuff.
And he's to call in and see her.
Yeah, and he's also got to tell her that I've told him that he's to pick Elizabeth up.
Right. Now, what did they get you for? Jumping parole and theft, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you don't have to tell him all that.
Oh, well, he might need a general bit of conversation. I mean, she's got to believe that he's a friend of yours.
All right, then.
God, I hope this works.
Why shouldn't it?
Well, that sister-in-law of yours sounds really possessive.
She is.
And she mightn't let someone she doesn't know take Elizabeth.
Yeah, I thought of that. But she don't like coming in her herself, and she knows I've got a right to see her.
Yeah, you think it's enough?
Well, he could tell her that she can come with him, but wait outside the prison. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much bother for her.
Might help too, all right.
I hope he does a good job on her.
He will. No one sweet talks better than Duncan.
Susan. Are you all right, dear? You look exhausted.
Yeah, I am a bit.
Burning the candle at both ends. Not good for a young girl.
Yeah, well, I haven't got any money, so I'll be home tonight.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Is Amanda in?
No, dear, she's gone out.
Oh, I wanted to talk to her.
Oh, she's such a good girl. Always in on time. You could take a lesson from that girl.
Yeah.
Susan,
Yes?
there are other ways of enjoying yourself than by throwing money around, you know.
Like how?
Well, there's a church social club dance next week, and some of our girls are going.
Oh,
Well, why don't you join them?
I don't think so.
Look, I'll give you the entrance fee myself. How about that?
That's really nice of you, Mrs. Beamish, but I reckon I'd like that stuff.
You just don't know when you're well off, my girl.
I can find my own fun.
Yes, but that can be dangerous, coming and going at all hours. Now, look, there are lots of nice girls here. You should make friends with them.
I have, so why don't you just leave me alone? I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Golden boy. Well, he should get the golden handshake, I reckon. Lizzie?
Yeah, okay.
Well, how about picking up the dirty tea towels before they end up in the stew for lunch?
Well, I won't be a tick.
What are you up to anyway?
Studying form.
Oh, not you too. Doreen's driving them mad in the print shop.
Yeah, I know. That's why I need a cracker so the silly little bugger will lose all her dough.
Now, that's not nice.
Bloody sight better than losing Lil and Bev's dough, now isn't it?
Oh, I've got a point there, I suppose.
Ripper. Night Fire. He's had 2 placings in open company.
You don't say?
Yeah, he's dropping in class in his field and
weights. He looked like a sure thing. Now, that's just what I need.
Yeah, getting pretty good, Lizzie. You sound just like that Clem. What's his name on the telly?
Yeah, and I can read, too. I've got some dough stashed away for a moment like this, and I reckon I'll put it all on.